What if I told you that there is a way to save Call of Duty this year, in 2026? There is an absolute way where we can get back on the right track, and everybody keeps asking me, is Modern Warfare 4 going to save Call of Duty? No, it's not. I definitely feel that way, and I've conveyed that throughout the videos that I've talked about. And most of my community, you guys in the comment section, have conveyed the same thing. And I think we all get it together. We're burned out. Numbers are slipping. Black Ops 7 is at a low point. Goodwill shaky. Every year we're told that this is going to be the one that fixes it, right? But here's the thought that I keep coming back to. I mean, Modern Warfare 4 isn't the solution at all, but there is a solution out there. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Jimmy or Chaos. And yes, this is non-AI Jimmy today, and I read every single comment on every single video. I reply some, I heart some, but I am reading them. Now, if all the rumors are true, if Ghost from Hope is right, and Modern Warfare 4 is just Modern Warfare 2 2022 all over again, same bones, same ideas, same problems, new title screen, we're in trouble. We already know that. We are already sitting in trouble if we're Call of Duty fans, which I like to think that I have one of the biggest group of Call of Duty fans out there on the internet here that we've comprised over the last 16 years on the channel, right? I mean, when you look at the rumors, the leaks, and what Infinity Ward is reportedly bringing back, doesn't feel like anything special. It feels like a loop that they have us trapped in. But the thing that actually solves Call of Duty and most of the problems, it exists right now. It's just stuck on phones. So let's talk about why Modern Warfare 4 might not be the answer this year. It's not. And why a full COD Mobile port to console and PC would make more sense. It would make more sense than a lot of people want to admit. So drop a like, make sure you're subscribed, and let's start with the rumors, because this is where, I guess, the hype and the concern collide, right? The word floating around right now is that Modern Warfare 4 is leaning heavily into, let's just call it familiarity. That's a nice word, right? On paper, sounds okay. Classic maps, familiar movement, grounded gunplay, tighter pacing. Woo, let's go. Call of Duty is back. But when you zoom out, a lot of those features, they're not new. They're things we've already had recently that a lot of us didn't like. We're hearing about classic Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 era maps again. Yawn. Similar movement to Modern Warfare 2 2022, maybe slightly loosened. Okay. Traditional prestige systems returning. Woo! A campaign that plays it safe instead of taking risks. Weapon tuning that feels very Infinity Ward coded. So, I mean, I guess on the surface, none of that's technically bad, but it's not transformative either. And we've already been on this merry-go-round for years and years and years. Feels less like Modern Warfare 4 and more like Modern Warfare 2.5. Another remix of the same design philosophy we've been living in since 2019. Now, if that's the case, let's be honest with ourselves here. Circle of trust. If players already complained about pacing, map, seasonal content, stagnation, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, doors, why would more of the same suddenly fix that? Well, Infinity Ward doesn't look at it like that. At some point, the nostalgia stops being a selling point, starts being a crutch, and guess what? We are well past that point. The whole nostalgia drift, it's gone. I think I speak for most of my community when I say that. Now, this is where I feel like all of these Call of Duty conversations are missing the mark. People are arguing about TTK. They're arguing about skill-based matchmaking, weapon balance maps, right? Okay. Those are all legit concerns, but they're symptoms. They are not the disease. We're a doctor here, guys. We have to cut out the disease of what is killing Call of Duty. The real issues, they're structural. It's the yearly reset. It kills momentum completely. The file sizes, let's just all agree, they're out of control. The player-based, it's constantly fragmented. It is split up. Games peak super fast, and then they drop off the face of the earth just as fast. And guess what? Every year, it's the same cycle. You get the launch hype, you get, come on, this is going to be the year, we're going to do it. We get a couple good seasons, maybe not, maybe we don't get any good seasons at all. Then we get mid-year fatigue, which isn't mid-year fatigue anymore. It's actually quarter one fatigue right after the game came out. And then we're talking about the next freaking title. That's what we do. Well, guess what? Modern Warfare 4 will not change that cycle at all. It's actually going to reinforce that cycle. So even if Modern Warfare 4 launched strong, right in the midst of GTA 6, the clock immediately starts ticking down. We all know it. We do. It's disposable by design. They're making a AAA Call of Duty game that is going to be thrown in the dumpster at the end of the year. That's the problem. They have trained us not to invest long-term into any certain game. So what do? Well, I've got the fix, my friends. I truly, truly do. And this is not outlandish. This is not something that can't be done. I mean, maybe you roll your eyes. I don't know. But I want you to think about it. COD Mobile already does things console Call of Duty pretends to do. Okay? Massive rotating map pool. Zombies that actually does get attention. The Battle Royale that, I'll be honest, is treated pretty good. You have regular events, they feel meaningful, and there is no yearly wipe of progress. That's probably the most important thing or takeaway you can take from this. It is a true live service platform. It is not a yearly product pretending to be a live service platform. And here's the wild part, honestly. If COD Mobile were on console and PC, most people would, I would guess, never ask for Modern Warfare 4 ever. Because suddenly, guess what? All that nostalgia, well, those nostalgia maps, they're right there in COD Mobile. New content doesn't have to replace old content. Progression actually matters in COD Mobile. Engagement, it's there. It's not seasonal. It's always there. It would finally give Call of Duty something it's never had, a permanent home. And I know COD Mobile is a spiritual successor to COD Online, which a lot of you didn't get to actually experience, but it was a greatest hits. And COD Mobile has been a greatest hits that has been growing and just continues to grow. I mean, a permanent home, that's a big deal. Not Warzone, not multiplayer split across 5 games. One unified platform. I think that is honestly a very, very positive future for Call of Duty. So I like to be honest with you guys on this channel, sometimes too brutally honest lately, but let's talk about the features Infinity Ward is rumored to bring back. It's all rumored, a legend, and we also talked yesterday about how they may be having to spin a 180 because Activision's like, no, this can't suck, but classic maps, okay? That's cool. Traditional prestige. That's good. Grounded gunplay. Okay, I'm down with this. But we've already done all this. If Modern Warfare 4's biggest selling points are, hey, Jimmy, remember this? And hey, it feels like it did before, guess what? That's not pushing the franchise forward at all. It's actually just delaying the inevitable, and we're continuing to stall in the decline. And stalling, I guess it's not the same as fixing for us. It may be for them if the money keeps coming in, but guess what? The industry, it's moving on. Player expectations, they are shifting daily. Live service is no longer optional. So a polished Modern Warfare 4 that lasts 1 year is not going to compete with Fortnite. I mean, Apex, Arc Raiders, COD Mobile, GTA 6. The list goes on and on. I'm not going to say High Guard. That would be funny, but definitely not going to say High Guard. But there are so many other games out there that are vying for your time. They're competing for your valuable player time. And Call of Duty is not set up to win anymore. So imagine this. I'm getting worked up here, okay? COD Mobile, fully rebuilt for console and PC. So what does that mean, fully rebuilt? Well, it means proper controller and mouse support. It means optimized visuals. We would have dedicated servers, crossplay by default in all the modes in one place. So you have multiplayer, zombies, battle royale. There would be no yearly reset. There would be no, just nothing fragmented here. No, the game is dead. This would become Call of Duty the platform. Yeah. Let that sink in for a second. Call of Duty the platform, not Call of Duty the product that we get shoved down our throats every single year. And here's the one thing that nobody's really talking about. This model is much safer for Activision long-term than gambling on these yearly releases and these massive marketing budgets that they have to... Guys, they have to throw hundreds of millions of dollars just to get pre-hype up for Call of Duty games now. And then you see how quick it drops. They wouldn't have to do that with COD Mobile. Now... let me play devil's advocate for just a second here, because I always want you to feel like I'm going to try to see things from both sides. Maybe Modern Warfare 4 is not doomed. I mean, if Infinity Ward is listening and Activision is pressing them and they're going to switch stuff, maybe they evolve movement. Maybe they break old design habits. Maybe they commit to post-launch support in the right way. Maybe they stop treating each game as disposable and catering to all the Timmies when it comes to the Camp Fest and the doors and everything else. It could be good, but based on everything we know right now, it's definitely not leaning that way. So maybe Modern Warfare 4 ends up being all right. I mean, a lot of us are going to get it. We're going to play it. We're going to gripe about it. We're going to be upset about it. We're going to be salty. But what else do we do if we're fans of Call of Duty? I guess we go back to the previous one, but Black Ops 7 isn't everybody's cup of tea to go back to. So do we go back to Black Ops 6? Do we go back to Cold War? Do we just keep going back? I don't know. I mean, I'm of the thought process that good isn't good enough anymore. And they think it's good, but it's not good enough for us. We don't need another remix. We don't need an 8th or 9th version of this sub-franchise. We need a foundation. And the blueprint for that foundation is there. It's been sitting on mobile the entire time. A COD Mobile port to console and PC, I don't think it would just be smarter. I think it might be the only move that actually can somewhat future-proof the Call of Duty franchise. I do. I really, really feel this way. And I'm not a developer. I don't know how that works. I don't know if it's even possible to port it over to console or PC, but I like to think it is in the world and technology-driven area that we're in, right? Could you imagine if they announced that and we all got to get ready? A lot of us don't even play COD Mobile because we don't play on our phones like that with FPS shooters. Could you imagine getting to experience all the content in COD Mobile on console or PC for the first time ever? It would be like a brand new game that's not a brand new game. There is, what are they on, like season 30? I don't even know. They just keep going. Every couple weeks I see a new trailer on X for new COD Mobile content and the story. They have a story going with it. There's so much there. It would literally be something that would last for years. They could take a year off. They could port COD Mobile this year, get rid of Modern Warfare 4, give these studios a year or two to breathe and come up with new creative, innovative sub-franchises, and boom, we are back, baby. I don't know. Wishful thinking, maybe. We'll see. But you guys, let me know what you think. As always, I know the comments, they get pretty spicy, but I think I'm right here. I really do. I'll see you soon.